One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hawkeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tulane's offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on third. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows.
Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Quick release by the QB. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Applewhite. Bears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. He'll try to do it himself. And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Walker to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on third. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll be brought down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Walker will fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. To throw again. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To throw, it's Applewhite. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's third and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with the RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the fourth down.
They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Walker to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes the easy completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Greenway. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Walker will fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On target over the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Play action. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then
touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. Inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Tulane! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Brings it to the open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's going to take off. Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ramsey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harrell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Finds his man. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The option look. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Walker to throw. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Walker will fire. Gets it out quickly. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Inside the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays.
Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's in open space downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We waited so long to start the season.